Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Ian is a Weirdo. Today, I'm going to try to crochet, which has been a bit of a challenge the past couple days as I've been a little bit mentally under the weather, and we're going to see if how well this works. No promises that I'll be able to maintain it, but we will give it a good old-fashioned college try and see what happens. So I'm still working on and I will be working on this for a while because it's just a big ass blanket. But this is where the blanket is thus far. I would say that's probably, because they say like your arm span is like your height, and I'm 5'2". So like let's say that this is approximately, this is going to be less than 2.5 feet because that includes like to the center of your chest. But so yeah, it's pretty wide at this point. And so I'm following along with the tutorial. Let me change the caption size. I don't know why it reverts to 50%, even though I never use 50%. Oh, hi. So, if you watched my video yesterday, there was a lot that I talked about in that process. I looked into other. Well, yes, you want to tap me, but whenever I play, you don't want to play. I don't know what you want. Oh, okay. Here we go. Here we go. My cat keeps on going like tap tap tap. Nope. Oh no, it came off the end. Oh, it just screws on. Oh, so you can replace it. That's smart. Smart. I like that. You don't have to get like a whole new toy. Hi, Susan. Welcome in. I am going to try to crochet today. I am working on a blanket for Alzheimer's awareness. I am doing a fundraiser auction marathon thing in June, and I figured that this would take me a while, so I'm trying to start it now. And my cat can't decide if he wants attention or not, so that just is what it is. And I'm watching a video on mute. If you want this is the link to the blanket that I'm making. It is broken up into 10 parts, and these are the written instructions, but also in each part it puts the video part. So I am on part 4 of the blanket, and this is the video that I'm using. I hope you're doing well. If you want to give me a little update on how you're doing, I would love to hear that. If you don't, that's cool too. As per usual, my life continues to be way too interesting and like a not great way. So yes, exactly. So I just posted them, so I pinned them to the top. The first one is the written pattern. Now I have found some differences in the written pattern and the videos, so I'm going along with the videos to keep my counts right. But each portion, like each part of the written pattern, because this was done as a cal, has a link to the video on YouTube. And this is hooked on handmade. This is hooked on homemade happiness. I always mess up their name and I feel terrible. So I'm trying to, I've got to go back and watch this. I just saw like diaper and I'm like, what the hell is going on? It was an ad, but It's really weird. Okay, so chain 3. And single crochet into this single crochet. Okay, so I have to go back. It looks like single crochet. I'm better. You fell a few weeks ago. Oh no, I'm so sorry. Are you doing okay? Hi, welcome in. Yeah, oh my gosh, falls can be so devastating. I hope that you're recovering okay. Yeah, they're rough. They're rough. No matter what your age, a fall can be pretty pretty rough. So I hope you're doing okay. And I'm saying that because I fell, I think it was a month ago, a little over a month ago at this point, and I twisted my ankle really bad, and it took a while for it to heal. I was just like, I hate this so much. So I'm sorry to hear that though. So it says, now across these double crochet, 2 togethers, I'm going to single crochet in these stitches, but I'm going to wait. Wait, did I back up too much? Yeah. Wait. Okay. So I went back down this corner. Nightbot's finally working. Thank you, Nightbot. Okay, so I'm just kind of following along with this. Okay, now it's no Nightbot's really on it. I'm like, okay, you can chill now. Wait, did I do the right thing or am I just totally off base with this? Oh, wait, okay, so I did those clusters. Okay. Okay, Nightbot's really, really going on it. Also, that should say checkout. That's my bad. Yep. Whoops. See, you mentioned at one time, and Nightbot's like, oh, I'll show you, bitch. Okay, so that's here. And then I did that. Sorry about the flood of Nightbot input. This is so hard to follow, and my brain just coming out of the episode that I'm in is just not doing this well. Yeah, I just I don't understand why this is just, I'm having such a hard time following this. Okay, I'm gonna do this 3 here because I think that's what's right. And then 2 here. Okay. Should have 9 single crochets in this section. Okay. 1. Wait, this is okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2. Okay, so 9 single crochets. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, so I got that. But the chain 2 in between. But there was points in which it said do it said do chain 3s on the single crochets. But I'm just trying to follow along because this has perplexed me and I've been too irritable to try to figure out what the hell is going on. Okay, so in every stitch, I'm putting a single crochet and separating it by 2 chains. Now, if you've been following along with this, you've seen this start from kind of a circular shape, and then we went to a petaled flower shape, and then we went to a circle shape, and then now we're going into a more squared off shape. So that's what part 4 is about. Okay, so now I'm at the last single crochet. This rose to give me a bit of trouble. Yeah, of course. Happy to share. Okay, I gotta go back a little bit. So now I'm on one of the flat sides of the mandala, and chain 3 and slip stitch into the chain, chain 3, slip stitch into the chain 3 space. Now chain 1, half double crochet in the 3rd loop across these stitches. Okay, so I think this is a slip stitch. So there's no 3rd loop. I have to get into the right space. Okay. what yarn are you using? So I'm using Mainstays acrylic yarn in purple, white, and then I'm using Lion Brand Bundle of Love, which is like their variegated Pound of Love. And I don't have the name of this color. It's on the yarn tape over there that my cat's been playing with. But it's the one that's like light pink, like lavender and white. Because for Alzheimer's, the ribbon color is purple, and I wanted a blanket that was like light and like kind of like bright, which is why the colors are a little bit different than something I would probably pick for something I did for myself, because I want to auction this off and I want something that was a little bit more like universal and people would like. But that's the yarn I'm using, just some value acrylic. You can definitely use any type of yarn that you want. I would suggest yarn that is easy to frog. That's all. Okay, I want to see how many stitches we're doing the half double in. 11. And I'm using a H hook, so I'm using a 5mm hook. This is my first time really doing anything with the, I've talked about this. This is have some big twists. Yeah, big twists will absolutely work for this. You do need a fair amount of yarn. This is, I mean, granted, you can stop at whatever row you wanted to, but this is supposed to be a throw size blanket. So I'm on part 4 of 10, and this is the size that it is. It's probably about 2.5 feet wide at this point. I'm not even done with part 4. So it is a fairly sizable project. So just make sure you have enough, because I know we're still kind of trying to see. So Hirschner's is going to be carrying Big Twist, but let's see if it's on there already. I don't know if they're carrying it yet. So it doesn't look like they have started carrying it yet. They say ho ho holiday kickoff, free shipping on orders 35 plus. Okay, so and that ends tomorrow. So Hirschner's is having a sale, but it is they don't have Big Twist yet. But all of that is to say, make sure you have enough yarn. In the tutorial, she provides how much yarn she uses of each color. So that will give you an idea of how much you will need. Lavender and white. Yeah, it is a 3-color blanket, but you can always choose how you want to do it. I think having the 3 colors is nice, but it's up to you. But you can just look at what was done, and if you want to do it similar or not, that's your choice. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Mm. 10, 11. Okay, so I just did. Yeah, those would be nice together. Yeah, just make sure, like I said, make sure you have enough yarn. In the first link I sent that has the cowl, uh, if you go to, let me see, if you go to part, just like click on one of the parts. If you click on like part 1, I believe uh, it says how much yarn is needed. So worsted weight yarn in 3 colors. I used I Love This yarn from Hobby Lobby in white, 3 skeins, orchid, 2 skeins, and light peach, 2 skeins. Each skein is 7 ounces or 355 yards and a 5mm hook. Hi, Lydia. Welcome in. So this is so this is why I'm saying you might want to make sure. And I think this is in all of, I just copied that directly from the pattern. It's a chain one right there. How are you doing, Lydia? Okay, and so now that I have my repeat, I can just go around and start with that. That was really difficult to get into. Again, sorry, Nightbot is going crazy. It's always difficult to kind of get that right spacing when you haven't used it in a while. Yeah, I might have used it if I had it like donated to me. I don't shop Hobby Lobby, so I don't use it. It's just about using worsted weight yarn. I just posted that to show how much yarn you need. That's the only reason. It's like that's how much yarn that this pattern designer said that they use to make this blanket. That's the only reason why. So because you're using Big Twist, I just wanted to offer it to you to make sure that you had enough yarn because you're going to use a lot of yarn to make this. In pain today, dealing with allergies. I know allergies just are really, really difficult for you. And then tendonitis in your wrist. Ugh, I know. Are you wearing a brace, Lydia? Does the brace help you if you do wear it? But yeah, I'm not endorsing using Hobby Lobby yarn. In fact, I actively endorse not using it, but I also endorse you doing what you want because it's your money, so you can choose how you want to spend it. But I don't use Hobby Lobby yarn. I'm not suggesting using Hobby Lobby yarn. I'm clearly not. I just wanted to share the amounts. Yeah, make sure you check the yardage rather than the ounce weight because um, that's the biggest difference. Because you just want to make sure you have the yardage that you're going to need. But I think you'll be able to handle it. You wear your base. Is it one of the ones that has like the metal piece in it, or do you wear just like a compression? I just asked because, like, I know for me, the compression ones made my tendonitis worse, and the cast that was really, it was like a lot more, it had like a lot of Velcro on it, and it was a lot firmer, and then it had this like metal piece, and like imagine like my hand is like this metal piece. It had like kind of like a spoon shape that went into my palm, so I couldn't really move my palm past this, so my wrist was like locked in, and so I couldn't do any of the movements. The worst movements for me were like up and down, um, which I've talked about, but that brace definitely helped me heal because when my tendinitis flared up, I was so miserable. It was so painful. So I understand tendinitis is very, very painful. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay. Okay. Now I'm gonna look at what the pattern for the other. Okay, so I skip 3, and then I crochet. I do 3 chains, skip 3 stitches, then I do 3 half doubles, a double. This, a metal piece to it. Oh, nice. Yeah, for me, that was the most helpful. So hopefully that helps you out as well. Okay, so this is a slip stitch. I went in the back loop only, didn't I? Wait, no, I didn't. Not on this one. Ball in my hand is soft. I'm doing my exercise. That's good. Doing a Minecraft blanket for your granddaughter. That's very cool. What does your blanket kind of look like? Are you doing like a corner to corner, or because I imagine that would be really good for kind of like the block design of Minecraft. I bet that's really cool. I'm sure she'll be super happy with that. Okay. Then going into this, I chain 1 and then I do my clusters. Oh, there's knots. So I'm doing my double crochet clusters right at the top of the corner. I'm just gonna make this even more square. I'm so depressed lately because I can't crochet or do my diamond art painting. I understand that completely. Being in pain is depressing by itself, but when like all we want to do is like craft and have fun and just like relax, like, and not being able to do those things is really depressing. I totally understand that, and I'm sorry you're feeling that way. Um, you have a lot of people here who support you and want you to feel better. And the good thing about tendonitis is that, you know, if you let it heal, you can get back to doing those activities. But I know it really sucks to be in this position. I'm sorry you're in this right now, but I'm hoping for you, and I truly think that it won't last forever. And if you can just stick it out, you'll be a lot happier, and let that wrist of yours heal. But I know that might not be super helpful right now, but um, hopefully we can make sure that you know that you are included and loved in this community, and you know, we can get you through it, because it does suck. It sucks a lot when you can't do what you want to do, and because you're in pain and because you're um, dealing with all that. So I'm really sorry to hear that, and just know that you have support of people here, to help you feel better emotionally, and it's okay to feel not you're like not you know, you don't have to be like a sunshiny ball of happiness every moment of the day for people to want the best for you and want you to feel better. So I also got really depressed when I my tendonitis got really bad, and I can really relate to what you're talking about. And so really it was like the more I got in my head, the worse it got. So um, you know, do what you can, rest, and be kind to yourself if you can, because you deserve it. And you know, just, you know, maybe, you know, there might be other hobbies that you can do, like reading or something like that, that doesn't impact your wrist. Or you might use this time to plan what kind of projects you want to do next, or anything like that. But you know, I we got your back here. So I'm sorry you're going through it though. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, I think on this flat side, I chain 1 and then I go into the back loop. uncomfortable. One, two, three, four, five, six, 7, 8, 9. I thought I was supposed to have 11. Yeah. Having trouble finding this first double crochet's third loop. There it is. It's like there, but it's hard to find because it's kind of like a little hidden. There it is. It's these first couple stitches I'm having trouble discerning which. Like that's. And do lives again. I had to take a break from my channel because I had someone stalking me. Yeah, you were telling me about that. I'm so sorry. That's nerve wracking. Yeah, but I know that like it's normal to like want to get back to doing like what you were able to do before, and like, but you know, advice you didn't ask for is don't rush it if you don't have to. Um, because you really got to take care of your wrists, otherwise you're gonna end up right back where you are with your wrist feeling like shit. Also, hi everyone, welcome to the room, hanging out, chit chatting. Um, Also, yeah, making sure that you're staying safe from people who are not not safe. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There you go. Also, like, if you wanted to, like, you could maybe it's less pressure. I don't know if this is or not, but it might be less pressure to hop up on people's panels and stuff instead of doing like your own lives. Because then you could still get the experience, but then you wouldn't have to worry about the pressure of like having to like be on all the time when you're on a live by yourself, because I know that that is a lot in itself. So maybe if you want, that could be an option. I don't know if it is or not, um, but maybe that would help. I don't know. Even if you weren't crafting, you could just hang out and talk, because it's still fun to have you on, even if you're not crafting with people. You know. I know personally I can't do panels. They're just too overwhelming for me, and I mean, I do them very rarely, but it's still like a lot for me, and I'm just like, but I know some people like doing them more than I do, so that could be something. So then you don't feel pressured to craft as much because someone else is crafting or someone else is talking, so you can kind of um, just kind of ride along with someone else. Yeah. But I've gone through periods of time where I was either physically ill or mentally not feeling well, and I just couldn't do lives at all. I just didn't want to deal with people, and it was just too much for me. Um, so, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Um, but yeah, sometimes I find that's a little bit easier. Okay. Scotty is around here somewhere. I don't think he's under the bed sheets. No, he's not. Um, but he is probably. I think he's under the. It's like under the bed itself. At times, I need my me time alone. Then I don't feel like doing it. I understand that completely. I think it's important to have like self care time, and there's a difference between isolating and like being away from people. This is how I view it, at least. Isolating and being away from people because you just don't like you can't be around people, and like doing it in a healthy and unhealthy way. So if like you're using that time to take care of yourself, to like nurture like your alone time, recharge your battery, I think that's really healthy. But I know, speaking personally, like I can use it and I can isolate and I can be like, I don't want to deal with anyone, I can't be around people, like blah blah blah. And I can be really unhealthy about it, and then I just kind of like dwell in my like little like depressive cave. So then I have to push myself out of my comfort zone, and and then be around people or do a little bit more than I would normally to not be alone. So it's like just like looking at like, am I doing this in a healthy way that's recharging my battery, or is it just kind of contributing to me feeling more and more depressed? You know what I mean? So if you are going to know yourself better than anyone else, so you're going to be able to answer that question better than anyone else could about what you're doing, and whether or not you feel like it's like a healthy time by yourself, or it's not as healthy as you need it to be. So just something to consider. I know that I'm giving a lot of like unsolicited advice, so apologies. But these are just things that I find that have worked for me. And so if you find that they work for you, that's cool. If you find that that's not what works for you, that's cool too. I mean, um, just mental health is really challenging, but it's also something that I'm very, um, I like talking about, because I feel like the more we talk about it, um, the less kind of like taboo it is to talk about. And for me, that's important on so many levels. I think that, you know, it's it's incredibly important that we talk about um, mental health, and change how we talk about mental health to like just grin and bear it, or like it gets better, like just like like with toxic positivity, or um, things like, just it's like, everybody gets depressed, like, because like that doesn't help you stop being depressed, right? Like, so I um, try to talk about mental health um, in a way that like we keep the conversation open, and people can talk about what they're dealing with freely and without judgment. Um, and I mean, you all have just this week seen a side of my mental health that I don't show that often, which is my hypomanic manic stuff, because that shit is embarrassing. For me, I feel so much like shame and embarrassment with all of that. And so to talk about it, and to share about it, and to share about blackouts, and to share about these things, has been something that has been very uncomfortable for me, but something that I need the support of people that I'm friends with on the internet to like not just like spend like, because if I, like I said yesterday, like if I had opened that first package of many, oh my god, there's so many packages coming. If I had spent that time by myself, I would have been beating myself up so much. And there's no need for that, because I can hopefully return a lot of things. And yes, like it's not ideal, and it's not comfortable, and it's kind of scary. Um, it's something that I have to deal with. So talking about it, and not necessarily normalizing it, but just like saying like, hey, there's people out there who do deal with severe mental health issues, um, I think makes, people who deal with mental health um, problems feel a little bit more comfortable, that, like, hey, I'm not alone. Like, these things happen to me too, or like something similar happens. Whatever. I don't know. Kind of going on in circles, just saying that, like, I always want this place to feel like you can talk about your mental health, and um, you can talk about these things in a way that I'm not going to like allow like this like conversation of like grin and bear it, or like just like shut up, I don't want to hear about it, like, or anything like that. Like that'll never be something that is going to be okay on my page. I understand. Like, yeah, that's incredibly hard. Grief is so multifaceted and so overwhelming and unbearable at times. Like, I mean, I do the same, because my best friend passed last year, and I still do the same thing. exact same thing, Lydia. And I, it's so hard. Grief is so hard, and having people to talk about it with has been my saving grace. And then also just knowing that I feel like spiritually connected with him has been really important for me. But I still get support from people online, and I get support from people in my life. That's made losing my best friend possibly like survivable, because it didn't always feel that way. And I'm very sorry that you had that loss, because it is hard, and um, it's, you know, grief is very difficult to deal with. Okay, so just did the corner, which means just do one, and then I'm going to go in the right place. But there's no problem with like seeing people who've passed and looking at the pictures and crying and feeling that loss. Like, that's the thing, is like, so like my, like I literally, like these pictures, this picture up here, like I painted for my friend, like, and I feel like I always have him with me. And so like I've used things like crafts, and I mean I have all different types of crafts that I've done um, to have my friend with me all the time. I got a tattoo literally from my friend. Um, and I like, because he's like always part of me. So I don't think that there's any reason to say that you can't have that grief and that loss. Um, and it's just part of the process of grieving. Um, and it's not a fun part of it. I don't know if there are any fun parts of it. If there are, let me know. But, you know, the best thing at the same time, the best thing that you can do is to keep moving on with your life, even though it feels like maybe you don't want to all the time. And that's my 2 cents about grief, because it's very difficult. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay, so we're making our way around the circle. We are, let's see, so I just did one of the flat sides coming up on the last undone corner. So this is what it looks like so far. I'm so happy with how this is turning out. Um, this is definitely not something I ever thought that I would do or never really thought I would be capable of just due to its sheer size. But I love how this cowl is broken up. So I'm using a furls hook. This is the one. This is the pink and blue one. I got a couple because and it has white in it too, white swirls. I forgot the name, but I think I'm gonna sell some of my furls honestly because I just don't use them that much. Um, but this is a size H hook, and this is a furls. So um, I might sell some of mine. I'm not sure. I'm still on the fence about that. Like in projects like this where I have to think about things, I find that I like using pearls, and they are really nice for tendinitis. Even though I do have my Krogo hook that I like using too, but a bigger uh, like bit for like bigger piece that goes in your palm is much more ergonomic. Some people like using ergonomic hooks. Some people think that they're stupid and overrated. Everybody's got an opinion, just like buttholes. Everybody's got an opinion, or not opinions about buttholes. I mean, some people have opinions about buttholes, um, but that's what I'm using. I'm using a 5mm hook. I'm also working on like a secret project, and for that one, I'm using my clover hooks. Now, I don't have the entire set right now. Like, I've lost some hooks, and I think some hooks are still in North Carolina. So I might need more clover hooks, which makes me want to sell my furls hooks more because my clover hooks are so much faster. Like, I'm way faster with my clover hooks. Sometimes I get that squeaky. I mean, all crochet hooks, depending on the yarn, can get that like, squeakiness. If you know what I'm talking about, where you like certain yarns are like squeak, squeak, squeak every stitch you do, and you're like, I'm gonna kill myself. Well, I'm gonna punch a pillow. Um, so I hate that. But I do like clover hooks; they're so fast. Hey, 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 come here. How did candy corn end up on the ground again? Come here. Come here. Scotty's gonna come up, maybe. Hi. 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 Hey, Scotty. It's okay. What hooks do you like to use, Lydia? So clover hooks, furls hooks are very expensive. I mean, they're like $25 a piece. And so I found the Krogo handle that I like to use. And so you can use cheap aluminum hooks from like the really, really cheap sets. And it provides a much more ergonomic handle. Oh my gosh, it's like a feather duster, isn't it? Um, and that also provides a nice um, thick uh, piece to hold on to. I wasn't sure I was gonna like it as much as I do, but I'm obsessed with it. Here, let me go find it real quick. Maybe we can. Oh god. So for me, like I don't know what hooks you use, But, so this is the handle. Sorry. Oh gosh. So the handle, you can customize what you want your handle to look like. For me, I picked this green this time. This is my second time having one of these hooks. So you pick the handle. If you've seen a furl size, so it's kind of oblong, so it's pretty wide there, but then it gets to be about the width of a furl's hook, you can see, and you hold it in your hand like this, or you can choke up on your hook like I do. And so how this works is it comes with 5 different sizes of this little black piece that goes from extra small to extra large, and so like this is separate, and then you get 5 sizes, and you can put your hook, whatever hook size you want, whatever hook shape you like. So if you like boy hooks, if you like Susan Bates hooks, if you like cheap hooks that are unbranded, but you like I like this, some clovers, but looking for more for tendonitis. Yeah, for me, this is helpful for my tendonitis. Some people like the kind of bigger, squishier ones. It's up to you, but I find that this doesn't irritate my my tendonitis. So I have this really cheap set. I got this set from Walmart for like Walmart online for $8.99, and it has like little snippies and hooks. So it goes down to 0.6 millimeters up to 6.5, and they're aluminum hooks. So this is $8.99, and then I have this handle. And so let me find. Actually, every time I give the link, it doesn't work. So if you go to Etsy and you type in Krogo handle crochet, and it's by J&S Designs, and you can customize it to however you want. They are located in Canada, so it does take a little bit of time to get here. So J&S Customs is the one who does this. You can get gradient colors. You can get the base that's just a black set if for the cheapest price. You can get stuff custom put on here. There's different color options. This helps with my wrist pain because like there's no way I can use like these tiny, like really any of these hooks. Like I need, like my hands hurt, but like especially like a steel or something, I'm not using that without this because it just makes it so miserable. So it's called the Krogo handle. It's like I said, it has 5 things, little black things that you put your hook in, and then you just fit it into the handle itself. But I think it goes from 2 millimeters up to 10 millimeters. So if you have just the hooks that don't have any handle, like you wouldn't be able to put your clover in here, but you could put like an aluminum hook in here. So that's what I use, and something that's helped me. And then you don't have to buy like ergonomic hooks like this. Like furls are really nice. I'm not gonna shit talk furls, but like one hook being $25 versus like this the handle I just showed you starts at $18. And that will cover like, and then if you have just the $9 hook set, you have a lot more options. So it's up to you how you want to do things. It's very personal. So just want to let you know that the hook is not soft at all. It's 3D printed. And I think so it's not soft at all, which I thought was going to be a problem when I started using it, when I ordered it. But I actually like that it's not soft. Or I don't mind that it's not soft. And it can fit such a variety of hook sizes, whereas all the soft ones that I saw could not fit a wide variety of hook sizes. They were pretty limited on what they could fit. I know there's other ones out there. There's that big blue one, which is actually way bigger, which that to me looked like it was gonna like hurt my wrist more. So I don't know. Yeah, it's not soft. It's hard plastic. Yeah, and so it's kind of oval shaped like this. But I don't find that I need it to be soft. So when first when I got my other one, they had a coupon code, and I don't know, I don't even remember. I wonder if I find my old videos and let me see. I wonder if I can find in my old videos. Um, uh, oh, actually, I think I have it in my Nightbot because I used to drop that link all the time. Oh, look, speaking of. I definitely I have a Volare ergonomic pillow one, but okay, so it's not there. Okay, so I do have, so I don't know if this coupon code still works. Let me, okay, so coupon code. So when I ordered this, I got a coupon code that you could use on their Etsy or their website that was JNS. I don't have my pillow. It's in North Carolina. I would if I could, but I don't have it. So um, I also have a Volare coupon code. I don't know if that one still works. I personally, it's that one to me. It's nice. It's helpful, but like, is it like the most necessary thing of all time? I don't know. You're just the most handsome cat of all time. Okay, so I'm gonna pin those coupon codes. I don't know if they still work. They are older, but if they work, the JNS one is 15% off, and then so is the Volare coupon code. So if you want to try to use those and save some money, I don't get anything from them. The Volare one I did like. I did find that my posture was better because I do kind of crochet like a goblin. Hey, baby, come on, come on. Like it is nice, but like there's so many crochet like gadgets and stuff like that that is it the most necessary crochet gadget? I don't know. Yeah, it's definitely a splurge, but they are pretty awesome. But yeah, they're definitely not a bad investment. Like it can help if you crochet like this, like I do. I try to like lean back a little bit more, but yeah, they're not uh, for me. I won't buy. I bought another Krogo hook. I don't think I'm gonna buy another Filari pillow, if that makes sense. Um, they're still nice, but I there's other things, you know. Like I'd rather buy more yarn. I have been having a really hard time with impulse control and spending lately. Obviously with my mania, but also uh, um, uh, but also just like in general. So I'm really trying to like keep a lid on my purchases as much as I can, but I'm doing a really bad job, like amazingly bad job. So Okay, we are on the last side to get back to the, got a mystery pillowcase. Oh, I don't even, but mine's on the other side of the country. I don't, I don't have it with me, but I'm not gonna buy another one to replace it. It's kind of what I was saying. Yeah, I don't see how anyone would need more than one uh, if they had it, but it's not something that I'm going to replace. That's kind of where I'm going with it. But I respect everyone's kind of, and also depends on like what your situation is with how you crochet and like for that, it's like what is your like furniture crochet setup like, you know, if you have a situation like I do where like I'm leaning back and I'm comfortable. I have like lumbar support and ish, and um, so I don't really need it. Okay, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, so they're kind of based off the Bobby pillows, anyways. Um, and the the thing about the difference is, and like the on the Valari website, they talk about this a lot, or they did, is the the ones for nursing, they squish down quite a bit. They're not as full. The Volari pillows are probably like close to twice as full, so it gets you to the right height for crocheting and crafting, whereas the nursing pillows are not as tall, in my experience. So, like, I remember when I was looking, I was considering that fact, and I was like, okay, so they're almost the same price, and one is made for like crafting and having my hands in the right position, and the other is kind of like supposed to be a cheaper dupe, but it's kind of the same price. So the boppy pillows, and they kind of like flatten out over time, whereas the Volari like stays very full. That's my experience at least. So I would rather have no pillow or the Volari pillow than do something slightly cheaper and get a nursing pillow. But that's just my opinion as someone who has had the pillow itself. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Also, I just remembered the Volari pillow. It the it like it's just like bigger overall. Like it's longer, but also the arms that kind of come back behind you, they're longer as well. So they're much more comfortable on like um your elbows, which for tendonitis specifically, because like you need elbow support for tendonitis. Um, I found um, like having that rest for your elbow is super important for me. Um, so just something you might want to consider. So I have a question for you all. If anybody drinks loose leaf tea, can you tell me where you get your loose leaf tea? Because I, so here's the sitch. I really like David's tea, which is located in Canada. It always takes a really long time to get it shipped from Canada. Um, the shipping cost is always kind of high, and and it takes a while. So I if I were to order it, I would likely order a fair amount of tea, but I don't really have space for that. So I'd like to have something that I could get to easier. I ordered tea on Amazon, loose leaf tea on Amazon. Um, they have the only brand that you see consistently is Tiesta, and I really don't like a lot of their teas. Like I don't know what it is about Tiesta tea, but I really don't like most of them. I do not like, um, and like they, I don't know, like they don't taste great to me. So if you know any place that's US based that I can get tea without having to spend an arm and a leg every time I want tea. And you have any suggestions, I would appreciate that. I don't want tea in bags. It's just not as strong. I really like tea that like packs a punch. And like I like to be able to choose the strength of my tea. But I don't really know what like loose leaf tea options are out there that aren't gonna cost me a lot of money for like shipping and all that stuff. Oh yeah, Walmart has no loose leaf tea. They might have like one, but no. Yeah, I've checked Walmart. No, Walmart does not do. Hi, Carrie. Welcome in. Look at my progress. It's getting big. Yeah, I've checked Walmart for tea. Yeah, so like loose leaf tea, not in bags. Because like loose leaf tea is generally higher quality tea, and like honestly, like the truth of the matter is, and you can fact check this in a lot of places, but a lot of bag teas, it's like they kind of literally sweep the floor of tea factories and put that in the bags. Like that's what's going into tea bags for a lot of tea companies, and so it's low quality gross tea. Oh, it's not gross tea. Like there's still some really good tea out there. It's not necessarily like contaminated because like they're constantly sweeping the floor from tea. Um, thank you, Carrie. Thank you, girlfriend. But I like loose leaf tea because it's higher quality tea, and generally they're not going through the process of sweeping it off the floor. Um, and it's more like potent. It's more punchy. Like for me, I like really strong flavors, and it's really hard to find a bag tea that has the amount of like flavor that I want. Like I do like tea that like almost like like the flavor is so strong it almost burns my tongue off. Like I really like strong tea. Like my favorite tea from David's Tea is their cinnamon tea, and like that it tastes like you like just had like a handful of like hot tamales in your mouth. Like that's how there's no, I mean, like, I don't know what local store to visit. I mean, there are probably some like bougie tea stores, but Like, thing is, like, even though, like, LA is condensed, it doesn't, like, it still takes a long time if I'm taking the bus to, like, travel places. So I just wanted to see if there was anything online that anyone knew about. Trader Joe's does not. So Trader Joe's occasionally has some good bags of tea. Their winter wake up is like my favorite bag tea. But a lot of their teas they don't carry year round, and they're still kind of weak. Like, the mango black tea is pretty good, but I think they might carry one or two loose leaf teas, but they're like chamomile or something like that. And I'm like, I don't know. I know I'm super picky with teas, which is I'm not trying to be argumentative. I just really, yeah, it's so I just wanted to know if anyone knew of any online store because I tea's expensive, but also tea stores in like that are set up like in person like often go out of business because they are expensive and rent is high and like that's why like Tivana got sold into Starbucks and stuff like that because like they couldn't keep their storefronts open because tea is expensive and it doesn't usually have enough um, of a like it doesn't have enough people coming in to keep the store open. So it's not going to be in a chain. I've not seen any loose leaf tea in a chain. I've seen like some loose leaf in like a Harris Teeter, which is like huge. I live in Los Angeles. Um, and so like in Harris Teeter in like the South, I saw some loose leaf tea, but it was crazy expensive. Like it was so overpriced. So to find like the affordable option, um, like I'll show you just kind of if you haven't heard of David's tea, and if you haven't tried um if you haven't tried loose leaf tea, it's pretty life changing. If you kind of like tea at all, it will literally like change the game. Um, but it is because it's Canadian based. Um, uh, let's see. Okay, so there might be some like fancy shops around here, but I don't know where because like usually if they have tea, they're not that's not their only thing. So and if it is, then they're super expensive. Like if you try some of this tea, like I promise you will not go back to bag tea. It or like and they even have like ways that you can like make your own sachets or satchels or whatever. But it's like with loose leaf tea. Um, these teas are so good. My mouth is like watering. But it's like free shipping on orders over $75, and it's like, well, I have to spend over $75, and then it takes a while to ship to me, and then if I run out, it's going to take a while to get to me again, and I've got to, you know, I don't know. So, anyways, if no one knows where it is, it's fine. I just wanted to ask because I really like loose leaf tea, and it's very good. Um, So, anyways, I'm gonna head out for the day. I'm probably gonna record a makeup look and do some laundry and some stuff. We're in Los Angeles. I'm in LA also. Oh, cool, Susan. So I'm in I'm in Pico Union, which is a couple blocks south of MacArthur Park. So, uh, where does that put me? Kind of like central LA. Um, I'm new to the area, so I don't know. If you say where you're from, I'm like, there's a high probability I will not know where you're at. But also, if you ever want to get together and just crochet, that'd be cool because I need crochet buddies. I have my car, but I don't drive a lot because gas is expensive. So I just ride the metro everywhere. I'm gonna leave soon, but I'm just gonna wait to see where Susan is. This David's Tea website is making me want to buy all the tea, and I'm having such impulse. Huntington Park is. No, I don't. Like I said, I don't know where anything is really. I've heard of Huntington Beach because I was in Orange County for a while. But, oh, you're not far from me. Wait, are you? Is that it? It's an hour on the bus, which means you're probably pretty close to me. Just the bus is the bus, you know? 3 buses to get there, the 2, the 18, the 60. Yeah, so we're not actually too far from each other, I think. It's probably like a library or something where you split the difference, or like a coffee shop where you split the difference. If you ever wanted to do that. Always looking for crochet buddies, or we can find a crochet group that's in LA and meet up there. But yeah, I'm always looking to meet some in person folks that I can crochet with. Okay, let me count my stitches here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Why is this number so different? Oh my gosh, the previous row is wrong. Fuck, what happened? It's right at the start, too. Wait, no, it's right at the end. Fuck, what happened? Fucking A. I can't for the life of me figure out what went wrong. Okay, I'm gonna have to frog this entire row that I spent this whole time doing, and then I'm gonna have to frog the last part of this, figure out what the hell happened. I guess it's like right here. Oh, oh no. Oh man. This problem goes way, way further back. Oh, fuck. Oh god. This is bad, y'all. This goes like 5 rows back. So, see how, like, in this section right here, I've got 5 clusters. If you look at the purple, you can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then here, I guess, so like there's the cluster, but where I started, this is why it's so complicated when like trying to figure out where to start my figure out where to put my stitches, because like it's not explained very well. Actually, maybe I can. I don't know. I'm gonna have to frog some rows. Yeah. Okay. So, anyways, well, I'll talk to you all later, and try not to roll my eyes too much at this. Okay. Cool. Well, I'll talk to you later. Bye.